Welcome to this IT TLS training video. In this video, we will be talking about headings and how they impact accessibility. Headings are a wonderful resource for screen readers, which allow students to skim through the content and provide check marks or stopping points for themselves to understand where paragraphs stop, where content starts and ends, and where a new section begins. Headings are very important for these students. Headings have a couple common formats. In this Brightspace window, I'll be showing you under format, we have paragraph, which is our most common text option. This is like for if you have a long-winded text. Heading is usually reserved for the page title. So in our example, the page title is ADA-heading testing page. Heading 2 is usually reserved for like chapter, section, titles, and stuff like that. Heading 3 and 4 and beyond is mainly for the subheadings. So if let's say a chapter about biology, that would be like the H1 because it's the most general. And then as you go down, let's say we're in chapter 7, the respiratory system, and then another subheading, which would be like your H3, would be the lungs. So just understanding that as you go higher and higher in the heading order, the more specific you should be getting. As a brief overview, each one, think of it as a very general, broad overview, mainly for like page titles. And then as you get narrower and narrower, the heading should increase. However, headings, you might just be looking at this as the text size is getting bigger. The font size is getting bigger. Can I just increase the font size? No, unfortunately you cannot, because screen readers use these headings as check marks or checkpoints. So you have to specifically set the heading, whether it's an H2, an H1, or an H3. And this is just in the Brightspace window. If we go over to a Microsoft Word window, you'll still be able to see these headings under normal, which is the paragraph equivalent, no spacing, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4. All these are the same exact heading styles as Brightspace. Another important part about headings is how you format them. For example, if I run the accessibility checker on this Brightspace page, it will come back with an error. It says text H3 headings must be applied in sequential order. This is due to the fact that you cannot jump around and skip around with the headings. It has to follow a structure. So let's fix our H1 because there shouldn't be an H1 there. I'm adding a tag at the end of each heading test just so we can make sure like we know what size the heading is. So I'm going to make these actually H3s because they're in a bulleted list. And now if we run the accessibility checker, it is all good because the headings are in order and sequentially they make sense. And with that, you've learned about headings, and thank you so much for your time.